Roy, whether it's scouts, media, other players, a lot of people keep talking about how you bumped it up or jacked it up once you got here. I don't know, if, A, if you believe that, and B, if you do believe that, do you have an explanation for it?
I thought I was throwing pretty well in Houston. I just wasn't winning a lot of games. Anytime you get involved with a group that you have here, as far as the atmosphere and the starting staff and the guys on the team, you come into the clubhouse and you just kind of expect to win. You know, you have so much talent, 1 through 8 in the lineup, and then you get into a starting staff as a rotation. I try to treat it as two different things. You know, you have a team as a starting staff, and then you have a team that plays with the starting staff, and you have a real good mix of guys here. You know, with Holiday and Cole and Blanton and Kendrick this year, we all kind of made ourselves a team and try to pull for each other and push each other as much as possible. And with the offense we have here, I mean, you have a lot of times Carlos is hitting 8th, and I mean, he's one of the 300 hitter. You don't see that much in the National League. You got 1 through 8. You have to go out every day and as an opposing pitcher and get 8 guys out every time in the National League. It's tough. A lot of times you get down toward the end of the lineup, and you have guys that's more defensive guys than hitters. And here you have offensive club all the way through.
Tyler.
Roy, when you got here, you and Roy Halladay had pitched in opposite leagues, and I wonder, was there much of a curiosity factor on your part as to how he does what he does, as a fellow, top right-hander in the game, and what has most impressed you about him, not just off the field, but also on the field and on the mound?
Well, I think the biggest thing, the media makes a big deal out of the American League East. How hard it is to pitch over there, and they have good clubs over there. And I knew, him coming from that division over to the National League, that they still have to pitch. You still have to pitch now. You still have big league players in all the leagues. Just because one market's a little bit bigger than the other doesn't mean anything. You still have to pitch when you get out there, and I knew he was going to do. He's got probably 4 of the best pitches in baseball. All 4 of his pitches he can throw at any time, and when you can do that in the big leagues, you're going to create a lot of havoc for the opposing hitter. No matter what division you're in, guys still have to put the bat on the ball. And I've pitched in the National League before, just changing divisions. I've pitched in the East. When we come over here and play, wasn't really that much adjustment far as league-wise, but everyone was saying something about the ballpark here, about how small it was, and Houston is about as small as you can get to left field.
All the way in the back.
Piggyback on what you were just talking about the ballpark here, the fact that you haven't lost here, is that something you can attribute that to, or is it just the way you feel when you pitch here, or just coincidence? How do you view that, and what's been the reason for your success here?
I don't know. Some reason the mound here, the way the park is set up, I feel like I'm standing next to the hitter when I'm throwing. It don't feel like the regular 60 feet. I feel like I'm throwing 55 feet. It just seems, I don't know if it's the setup of the park or what. You go in some parks and you feel like you're throwing long toss to the catcher, and then sometimes you go in a park and you feel like they're a little bit shorter, and this park feels like it's a little bit shorter.
Other questions for Roy?